Good afternoon, everyone. My study title is Blended Learning Approach in Physiotherapy Education, a Correlation Study. Introduction. The fame of the internet have formed terms like online learning, e-learning, blended learning, etc. in the field of education. Several research studies have been conducted throughout the world to study the impact of these techniques on learning outcomes of student community. Teaching and learning methods have direct impact on students' learning experiences. Blended learning combines the traditional classroom learning where a teacher teaches the student face-to-face and the self-contained online learning. Blended learning is achieved by the combining different delivery modes, teaching models, and learning styles effectively. Success of blended learning depends on various aspects like quality of the course materials, mindset, and ability of the students to learn in such interactive environments. Blended learning is influenced to a large extent by students' attitude to the work on a given task. Research gaps. Few studies in Indian education context have been reported so far in blended learning environments, so in the field of the physiotherapy. Studies conducted are not in systematic way. Blended learning is gaining popularity nowadays, so if the study confirms that the adoption of blended learning environments improves the work quality, reduces time taken to access the learning resources, and increases the knowledge and problem-solving skill, the technique can be used as pedagogy in physiotherapy field. Blended learning will be suitable for students in an increasingly technical and culturally diverse society. Aim. The objective of the paper is to review the student perception of blended learning in electrotherapy course of physiotherapy. Objective. To assess how technology can enhance peer interaction and facilitate knowledge sharing among the students in blended learning environments, and to examine the effectiveness of blended learning environments in physiotherapy education. Material used are A3 or A2 chart papers, color pens, computer, internet, projector and LCD, PowerPoint, classroom or the lab. Methodology, study design, correlational study, sample population Bachelor of the Physiotherapy students, especially third semester, second year students, study duration 6 months, sample size 94 students. Method. In this blended learning approach, mix of delivery modes were used, including technology and learning styles. For the execution of this method, Canvas course was created and all sort of interactions among the students and faculty took place through this platform during non-contact hours. Students receive pre-class assignment like to watch videos or read any content on Canvas as homework, while active learning activities are used in the classroom. A theoretical course of electrotherapy was redesigned, moving from a conventional approach to a blended learning model. In the 6 month of period, electrotherapy subject was divided in 2 sections, and then for first section, conventional teaching method was continued, and then for the second section, blended learning approach was implemented. Pre-class activity consisted of watching videos or short quiz or reading material on Canvas that were split up over the duration of the curriculum. Class activities consisted of group activities where students worked in groups in order to solve problem-based tasks which were designed to reflect authentic clinical problems and required critical thinking and reasoning. Results. The statistical analysis done using the SPSS version 22 and analytical tools were used. Interest and experience of the students for the newly implemented approach to learn course electrotherapy subject was measured using level of interest on the basis of excellent, very good, good, satisfactory, sufficient and the failed. The productivity improvement was assessed using the various metrics like problem solving, knowledge sharing and communication skills, and the examination of the effectiveness of blended learning done using the interaction with the peers and educators and the flexibility. The result of the correlation using Pearson test are exhibited in this table. It can be observed that the highest correlation of 0.64 was found for the variables time saving and confidence and support. The next highest correlation of 0.53 was found between knowledge sharing and confidence and support, and 0.52 between collaboration and confidence and support. It can be concluded from the result that blended learning environment saves the precious time of students and at the same time provides confidence and support and enables students to effectively collaborate among themselves. The lowest correlation of 0.11 was observed between the variables ICT preference and time saving. Thus, just preferring to use ICT in classroom is not going to save much time of the students. And I can say 85% students have preferred the blended learning approach as compared with the conventional teaching method. Discussion. The study result shows that the knowledge sharing in blended learning environments and the future support have constructive influence on enhanced learning with a high level of confidence. Similarly, the variables control of class activities, communication and collaboration are strongly influenced by the high skill level of student in handling the technology. So, if blended learning environments provide support for timely announcements, enhanced learning, good experience and satisfaction for the student community, the future support for such environments will be high. The outcome of the experiment conducted to employ blended learning as an instructive tool was also explored and discussed herewith. Interaction with peers and educators and flexibility were the most positive factors that were reported by students. Long seminars, time constraints, and low motivation with respect to preparation and educators' roles were the most common complaints. There were indicators that all groups did not work optimally and that accountability to other group members did not always ensure pre-classroom preparations. As the significance of blended learning has been accepted to a greater extent in current teaching and learning environments, knowledge sharing through collaborative blended environments are taken up for the study. Conclusion. A blended learning approach in physiotherapy education resulted in improved student performances in this professional program. When compared with the conventional teaching, students responded positively to the collaborative learning environment. The study results has justified that blended learning environments provide possible space to develop collaborative skills for electrotherapy successfully. It shows the blended learning approach is more beneficial for students. Thank you.